Hey, YouTube, what goes on? Welcome to Disavowed Action Figures live at 7:05. We're in the spooky season, people. It's time to break out the toys that are Halloween themed. Here we go. I've been stocking up on NECA, Hasbro Ghostbusters, anything Halloween related throughout the year. I've been told I have pretty strong willpower to hold off on opening things because I wanted to do 4 epic weeks of Halloween themed live at 7:05s, starting this week with our FigureWeen week 1. Get it? FigureWeen. I'm clever like that. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to rip open some Halloween spooky themed things, as well as, you can't really quite see it here, the J. Jonah Jameson from the new Spider-Man wave. So we got tons of stuff to crack open tonight. Also, throughout the night, we're going to discuss what our favorite cartoon / animated specials or TV show episodes are that are Halloween themed. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough going on. And back here, you'll see we have all sorts of my personal favorite Halloween-themed cartoon figures and concepts, as well as some of the NECA in the back. Hoping to kind of rock some different NECA figures every week here, kind of mix up the background, so to speak, with different Halloween-themed figures. So let's see who we got here in the chat tonight. As the night goes on, guys, let's talk about Halloween. Let's talk about our favorite Halloween cartoons. I could talk all night just about that. And while we're doing it, we'll crack open some plastic here as well. But first, let's see who's here. Trans Aaron 38, PA Coalition. What's going on, Aaron? How are you doing, man? Four Feathers is in the house. What's up, Four Feathers? How are you, man? Art C Designs. Greetings all at stoplight, trying to make it home. Drive safe, man. Drive safe. Hey, Brian. What's going on? How you doing, sir? What is up this week? Midwest Toy Box is in the house. What's going on? Jay Girk, the collector. What goes on, Jay Girk? Studio's in the house. Hey, Studio. How are you? Dark Joker Zin Dante. What's going on, man? Can't wait to see what you and the Infinity Equation guys, what kind of trouble you get into up there at New York Comic Con this weekend, man. Looking forward to living vicariously through all of you fine gentlemen. NJ Tree is in the house. What's going on, man? Lacerda Photo is here. What's up, Lacerda? Best name in it all social media. Mama said, Pop You Out is in the house. We live at 7:05. Yeah, we are, man. What is going on? K9K1N6. What's going on? This is FigureWeen. That's right. FigureWeen, man. I don't know if people have said that before. If not, I might have coined a phrase. Four Feather says horror figures are my favorite. Yeah, dude, I have quite the, I wouldn't say extensive, but quite the large NECA collection going on. And one of the things I've been sitting on since summer is this freaking Beetlejuice Tooney Terror. It's been so hard for me to not buy all these Tooney Terrors. Needless to say, I had to pick up the Ash, because as you can see, I'm a bit of a Ashaholic back there. This isn't even a tip of the iceberg to the Evil Dead collection, but I just put a couple on display back there because most of them are in the living room on the shelf in there. So I just snagged a couple of these from the shelf that was already set up for spooky season. But yeah, looking for a crack open this Beetlejuice. Very excited. We got the Elvira announcement for the 8-inch cloth NECA. Pre-order mine through Entertainment Earth, so can't wait to get my hands on that Elvira. It's going to be freaking cool. But yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. Now, I got to tell you right away, it's going to pay me to take this off card. NECA always doing a great job at the packaging. Here we have the Beetlejuice in the front. Figure looks great. We have the Beetlegeist, I like to say, sign in the background. On the back, we have the desert sandworms going on. You can cut this off and use it as a backdrop. I probably won't do that. But keeping it on card does look great if that's something you wanted to do with this. So very excited to get it going on. K9 King, there it is. I should have been able to read that, man. I'm not good with the online names sometimes. K9 King is in the house. So yeah, let's crack this open. We'll compare it to Ash. I'm just going to keep it moving throughout the night. There are several things we're going to look at, I said it this evening. I have all the Ghostbusters, thanks to Archie, to build our Hellhound, as I like to call it. So every week for the next 3 weeks, we'll crack open 2 Ghostbusters and then build the Hellhound the Wednesday right before Halloween. And also, I will be mixing in newer figures that I find along the way, like the J. Jonah. Not really a Halloween theme, but I want to keep unboxing newer things that I'm finding to share with people and see what they think as well. So as we're getting into this, everybody, who wants to fire the first shot? Who is your favorite, or what is your favorite Halloween animated cartoon episode or cartoon special? There are so many we can talk about tonight. Not to mention, we have the Beetlejuice cartoon, which I know my GF is very fond of. I watched it as a kid as well. However, I do know that Best Action Figures are coming out with Beetlejuice cartoon theme figures that I've been watching to get for her collection. But there's so many great cartoon episodes. King of the Hill, Halloween. We have Nightmare on Spooner Street for the Family Guy. We have Pink Brian. If you didn't see the Family Guy Halloween episode, you got to watch it. Pink Brian's awesome. First Day being Pink, welcome to hell. Bob's Burgers has like so many freaking Halloween episodes. American Dad has a messed up Halloween cartoon episode that I love. Beavis and Butthead, freaking what's it called? I can't think it was called. It's like Fall Cornholio or something like that. Can't think of the name right now, but it's a Cornholio themed episode of Beavis and Butthead. So many good cartoons. The Simpsons. There's what 32 episodes of that. There's just so many. Prime to the first in the house. How you doing, Prime? What's going on, man? Good to see you. James, aka Ratface44. Yo. What's going on? NJ Tree says she's letting you open a Beetlejuice figure. Shh. Don't tell her. Jay Kirka says, I got a rock. That will always be one of my top 10 favorites. Top 5, probably. And again, I'm such a Halloween nut. I'm just going to start ripping this open, guys. I'm such a Halloween nut that... and I'm not going to be kind to the car. Let's turn it off. Something like Charlie Brown is like a special, like a kid special, which I love. However, something like American Dad or Family Guy is something totally different. I just saw Prime mentioned loving the Family Guy. Oh, it's so good. That freaking Family Guy Halloween cartoon. I watch it year round. It's just so funny. I always have it on year round, but this time of year, I obviously crank it up and watch it even more than once or twice. Such a good episode of that show. So yeah, Family Guy, absolute favorites. Prime. K9 King says, I love Bob's Burgers Halloween. Dude, the songs that they play in those freaking Bob's Burgers Halloween cartoons are worth the price of admission right there. They're so freaking good. I actually, every day I try to watch, like, when I'm hanging out or doing whatever, I try to have on different Halloween themed cartoons. I keep track of what I'm watching. I don't think that even opened. I'll keep track of what I'm watching. And I just watched one of the Bob's Burgers last night. I think it was the one from last year, actually. Yeah, this is not one there we go. It's a losing eye. So yeah, freaking Bob's Burgers is an amazing choice for your Halloween cartoons. Original, Treehouse of Horror. There's Maggie. I was talking with Six Pack Knickknacks, obviously, since he is the Simpsons guru. That looks freaking great. Look at the head sculpt. That is cool. By the way, need a 7 or 8 inch cloth Beetlejuice. I'd rather get both, a 7-inch that can go with my Evil Dead and also a cloth. But beggars aren't choosers. We'll see what we get. Rotation on the head. These aren't really meant to be moved around. These are meant more to just basically be hanging out on your shelf. So loving this Beetlejuice. Get him up here on the fence. But yeah, as we were saying, those Simpsons ones, the originals are great. As they go on and get closer to episode the 30 or 31st episodes of Halloween, I'm not as into them, but I still freaking love them for sure. Omega Weapon 13's in the house. What's going on? So while we're talking about Simpsons Halloween, everybody, what is your favorite Simpsons Halloween Trios of Horror? There's so many. I think I like any of them that are the first like 10 episodes or so. I really love the one where Homer has the toaster and he ends up going through different realities. It's a riff on the literary story called The Sound of Thunder, where somebody basically creates a change in the timeline. There's Ash and Beetlejuice, if you're curious what they look like together size-wise in this line. But yeah, Tooney Terrors are great. I'm eventually going to pick up the Shining ones as well. I haven't gotten to picking them up yet, but I probably will sometime to open them up here in the next 3 weeks or so. So definitely pumped about that. Jay Gerk says Bart and Hugo. I bet you've never even seen your own reflection in the mirror. And he punches him in the face. So freaking good, man. Oh my God. So yeah, so excited to have the Beetlejuice in hand. Let me know if any in the comments or if you guys want to talk about it now. Do you have any Tooney Terror figures? It's another whole hole that you kind of end up falling into. These are my only 2, I believe, are the Ash and the Beetlejuice. However, I freaking do like them. And again, I've talked about picking up more in the future. Holding off for now, but eventually it's definitely going to happen. I will pick up at least the O'Grady twins, or whatever their names are, and kind of go from there with it. But yeah, every week, the next 3 weeks, guys, we'll have some sort of themed holiday talk around Halloween. I figured this week we talk about cartoons, our favorite ones. Maybe next week we talk about best slashers. so on and so forth, because there's so many good Halloween stories and movies that are out there. Absolutely freaking love them. Let's see what we got going on. Dark Trickers in says, hey, Prime to the First watches TV. Love the Treehouse of Terrors as well. Oh, man. One of the best ones is the dedicated 30-minute, whatever, 25-minute long one story episode they came out with. Again, can't think of what it's called, top of my head. I think it's Simpsons Halloween of Horrors or something like that, where the whole episode is just one story, and it's so good. They go to basically like an amusement park, Krusty Land, and chaos ensues. It's so freaking good. Trans Aaron says, Ghostbusters Plasma Series figs are amazing. Yeah, I've held off on opening them. I'm going to do 2 a week for the next 3 weeks, and then that Wednesday before Halloween, we'll crack open the rest, and we will build the Hellhound, as I prefer to call him. If you're not familiar with the American Dad Christmas episodes, they mention a Hellhound in there, and that's why I'm so fond to talking about that. Let's see here. K9 King says, when it comes to the Treehouse episodes, I think my favorite is when Flanders has the Final Destination visions. It's so good. it is so good. And I think that's a riff on Stephen King, isn't it? The Dead Zone or whatever, the one with Christopher Walken. I think that they're also alluding to that with that episode, because so many of their episodes are allusions or references to other horror materials, be Alfred Hitchcock, whether it be Stephen King, other short stories and movies and cartoons. They kind of go down the road of like the Hunger Games from one of them. Like, I don't like when they take a movie that's not Halloween themed. I think a lot of them aren't usually Halloween themed anymore, which is kind of weird, but they're still good. KJ Smith, what's up, man? How you doing? What's in the house? How you doing, buddy? So this week, we are ripping into the plasma figures. We have Stans, played by Dan Aykroyd. We have Venkman over here. Of course, I had to crack open our Bill Murray for our Halloween themed. Then next week, we'll do the other two Ghostbusters right here. We'll do Egon. We'll do Winston. And then the final week, we will do Barrett and Gozer. And we will put them all on camera, and we will build that Hellhound. So, again, I'm keeping it moving tonight. There's a lot we want to get to, including the NECA Frankenstein, which I have been chomping at the bit to open since I got that. So again, self-control was at high demand to get this long without having opened that particular figure. By the way, those are going down at some point. Love all those loyal subjects. They do not balance or stand well, especially those Beavis and Butthead Super 7s. So I will fully expect there to be a plastic avalanche, which, hey, you watched my channel before, that shit happens. So here we go. Here's the background. Looks pretty cool. The box. First time I've actually even really noticed it. We obviously have the Ecto in there. We have their backpacks. Yeah, so pretty cool. Proton packs are there. I will never claim to be anywhere near Trans Aaron's level of Ghostbusters fanhood, but I do like it. I am a fan. I do know that the big knock on these figures was they're undersized, that they don't really, scale too well with other Hasbro figures, which, yeah, they probably should have made them slightly bigger so you can put them, in a picture with a Legend or a Black Series if you really wanted to. However, whatever. Love the Ghostbusters movies. 1 is obviously classic. 2, very, very good as well. We're not going to talk about the Melissa McCarthy one because I don't want to get yelled at in the comments. And then finally, here's the Build-A-Figure piece. And then finally, needless to say, they are, put this there for later, they have the new Afterlife one coming up pretty soon, which I'm pretty pumped up about. Definitely excited to be getting there sometime soon. Trans Aaron says, I missed the Louis Tully Night Out box set. Yeah, was that SDCC, Aaron? I recall that coming out. I think it just basically had him with another one of these, right? With another completed Build-A-Figure Hellhound. Omega Weapon 13 says, NECA should be jumping on Supernatural. It'll go all, yeah. There's so many properties NECA could get into that they would hit a home run with it for sure. Definitely would be buying those up. K9 says, jokingly speaking, maybe my real favorite Halloween theme episode is WandaVision episode 6. Yeah, I loved seeing them in the costumes, man. That was very cool. Kiwi Collector's in the house. What's going on, my sir from another hemisphere? How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well over there in New Zealand. I'm doing well, man. What is new with you? So here we go. Let's see what we can do here with Stance. And I just want to keep them moving tonight. I don't want to slow down too long here because there's just so many things I want to try to crack open tonight. So I'm again unfamiliar with the Ghostbusters here. So not unfamiliar with them, but unfamiliar in regards to how this should all freaking work out here. So I guess there's a peg, obviously, but needless to say, it's got a strap on like it's supposed to, I'm guessing, from the front here. I did no preparation to see how any of these go on the figures. So again, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be any sort of an expert with these. I was just more curious to get them out of package finally and kind of mess around with them a little bit. I am liking the head sculpts already. Again, I am enjoying what we got going on here with Stance. I dropped that already. It's gone. But I'm digging what we have with him. Pretty good head sculpt. You know, it definitely looks like Dan Aykroyd. I love hearing him talk about aliens, by the way. Him on Rogan has been hilarious over the years with his stuff. So we can get him the speeder a little bit sideways, a little crooked here. He stood before for me. Okay, so there he is. And here is our proton pack. And again, this obviously would go on the back, so I'm guessing this will fasten on to him. I'm not going to mess with this on camera right now. Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. Maybe it isn't as difficult as I thought here. That just pops right off. Do I keep messing with this? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. So I will get this on him later, so we can get the entire action going on here with the proton pack. But that looks very cool how that managed to come out as well. Ryan Sweeney's in the house. How you doing, Ryan? What's up, good sir? Thank you for stopping by live at 705. Always good to see you here, man. Transparent says if you take a look at their portion packs, the red lights are alternated in the back for each figure. That's really cool that they took that attention to detail. Best Halloween episode, Home Improvement. Omega Weapon 13, boom. We were talking cartoon episodes tonight. However, if you want to get into sitcoms, that's probably gonna be an entire another week. Honestly, sitcom Halloween episodes, I love them. I mean, you name it. If the sitcom or comedy has a Halloween episode, which most do, so I'm gonna try to probably talk more about that another week for content purposes. However, I will say, Community, freaking fantastic. You mentioned Home Alone, they're fantastic. Roseanne, the old Roseanne Halloween episodes were so freaking good. So yeah, all those any of those shows, those sitcoms over the years that did their Halloween deal were so freaking good, man. So here is our Bill Murray, our Venkman. He is the king, right? You got to get him going. I do like the old version of him. So he also comes with the trap, which is pretty cool. I kind of like how they mixed in different accessories with each figure. I know some people weren't happy about it because if you didn't buy certain ones, you wouldn't get all the pieces you wanted to go with them. However, on the other hand, like, who's buying just one Ghostbuster? Like, who is just buying a Venkman? Like, if you're buying these, I'm assuming you're buying all four to get the entire team set up. So here they are. And again, I got these on clearance over time. I picked these up on clearance, which, again, I'm not a huge Ghostbusters fan. I like the movies, but I'm not diehard like Aaron or other people. So I didn't need it in my life. But I did look for it on clearance, and I eventually wanted to have them all for this purpose, to open around Halloween. So there's another Build-A-Figure piece right there. So we will be putting that together at the end of the FigureWeen series later on this October. So I'll be keeping those Build-A-Figure pieces on the side for a while. Trans Aaron says he met Dan Aykroyd at Fine Wine and Spirits in Lancaster. That's awesome. I was even suited up. That's crazy. How did he react to that, Aaron? That's really freaking cool. It's Bill freaking Murray. Oh, that's another. Oh man, Zombieland. I never watched Double Tap. I really need to. But oh god, it's so freaking good. So yeah, happy to have these Ghostbusters. Looking forward to cracking open Winston next week, along with Egon, and getting all four of the guys with their proton packs on, ready to rock and roll. For some Ray Egon kind of action. And then we'll open up Barrett and Gozer. And then finally, that last Wednesday, we will build the Hellhound. So very, very excited to eventually get to the point where we have those guys cracked open with the entire Ghostbusters team. So very good detailing here as well. I didn't really show much with the accessories, but they're cool. The proton packs are great as well. I know Aaron mentioned that they are all certain colors on the back. So cool stuff. Very awesome. So I'll look forward to messing around with these a little bit more off camera so I can get the backs on there and be ready to go. I also have the Stranger Things Ghostbusters guys as well, and the kids dressed up. So that's somewhere laying around at my office. So maybe I'll bring those home and do a comparison with these from season 2 of Stranger Things. So we still have the Frankenstein to get to. Let's open J. Jonah, though, because I do want to get some non-Halloween themed items as well. If you saw my hunt, came out last night. If you didn't, please check it out. Found this in the freaking NECA collectible section at Walmart in Allentown on MacArthur Road. Just sitting there. Wasn't hidden. Was just sitting on top. Probably some kid picked it up, carried it around, and that was that, right? They didn't want it or didn't know what it was, and they left it laying. So very cool to have found this. I already unloaded the Build-A-Figure piece. Somebody took it off my hands. as I am not overly concerned with building Armadillo. Again, maybe down the road on clearance, but I just don't have enough of affinity for these characters to buy them all to build. It's bad enough I almost caved today and went back and bought the entire What If wave because I finished watching What If this week, and it blew my mind. The last 2 episodes blew my mind, and I almost went to build the Watcher, and I pumped the brakes. I said, you know what? Down the road, played a long game. I got my zombie Captain America. I caved and bought him anyway. We'll be opening up that probably next week here for a Halloween-themed unboxing. But anyway, there's J. Jonah. Needed to grab this. It's just so awesome to freaking have this particular version of the character based on the Sonyverse over the years of the original Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire. So had to grab those. K9 says, I sometimes accidentally call it the Bill Murray figure. It happens to me. Dude, it's nothing wrong with that, man. It's Bill Murray, man. Bill friggin' Murray. Double Tap ain't bad. It's been on FX this week, so I probably will eventually check it out. Hey, Scott, what's going on? Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you being here, dude. Seriously. It's awesome to have you in the room. That NECA Frankenstein is freaking awesome. Good sculpts and great detail. Yeah, I've been holding off opening it, but I'm very pumped to get to it now. K9 says, hey, Hasbro, don't you want to make a Spider Jonah me Marvel Legends figure? Kiwi says, I'm good. Cheers, dude. All is well here in the Deep South. Great to hear, man. Very great. Ryan says, love Ash figures. Remember, shop smart, shop as smart. That is right. Love those movies. I will definitely be watching those this upcoming Halloween season. I typically will binge them all in a weekend. 1, 2, and then the Army of Darkness. By the way, there's the background. Daily Bugle. Very well done. Love how they're making this more like an internet sort of podcast thing for him. Like the art on the side where we do this picture of a Spider-Man on the packaging. And we get the 2 head sculpts and the multiple hands. So we have the like point finger. We have like the magic hands, I guess. I don't know. And then we have the yelling head sculpt, and we have like the static looking head sculpt here. So let's get him out of the package and see if he'll stand for us, because sometimes these suited figures are a bear. I don't know which legs. I'm guessing this might be Happy Hogan legs. Not Happy Hogan. Ebediah Stain. I didn't look it up. But I'll tell you right now, the feet do not look like they're going to be too... yeah, I'm going to have to probably heat these suckers up. Yeah, he's not going to stand for me tonight unless he's doing like a Michael Jackson walk here with the lead. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to heat those feet up. He's not going to be standing for us tonight, but I can give you a look at the head sculpts, at least to get a better idea. So I think that this probably needs to be in most people's collections, just because of the fact of who he is and, you know, what he represents from the older movies, and the fact that they thought enough to bring him back, which was freaking awesome. So let's get the other head sculpt on here, and we'll cruise on to Frankenstein, because I'm trying to stick with some Halloween stuff tonight, everybody. See if I can manage. There we go. I didn't shoot the head across the room. That's always a freaking positive. And let's get the head sculpt on here without breaking it and see what it looks like with this head sculpt. And of course, it doesn't want to go on. Here we go. And here's our other head sculpt. So I like it. I don't know. I like the idea of him yelling, but I kind of do actually like the static head sculpt as well. However, when I actually get him yelling at a character, it'll probably be more well worth it. If we're wondering about articulation, that's about as far back as your double jointed knee is going to go. And you get your double jointed elbow. Yep, there we go. You can get that going on there. It's almost to the point it looks kind of weird. And rotation on the arm, a little bit of rub up here because of the jacket. Make sure you're careful there. Very skinny arms on him, which I'm not quite sure how I feel about. But I'm going to have to heat up those feet or else he's not going to stand. So Happy's in the collection. This is connected, so that's not coming apart. I'm guessing this might be Nick Fury as well underneath here. So you might get like, if you were to pop this open and rip that, you might get like those holsters underneath. So it's a suited figure. I dig it. I like suited figures, so I'm cool with it. Hey, Stanley. What's going on, Stanley? How you doing, man? What's up, sir? Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Always on the lives. Appreciate that. Had a great room going last night, guys. We had like 50 people on last night's debut for the new hunt video. And we're going to keep it going because tomorrow night is going to be a banger, guys. Tomorrow night, we got the What If finds. We got all sort of good stuff found for tomorrow night's Thursday toy hunt. So we're going to keep that rolling. Here's the Frankenstein. I did buy the colored version as well. I took it back. I didn't need 2. So this will be the gray version, I believe, right? Or did I take the gray one back? I forget already. This is the colored version. Sorry, right? Yeah. Took the gray one back. Hence the colored version, right? So there that is. So very pumped. Trans Aaron says, got to go back to work. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Take care, dude. Thanks for being here. Very awesome to see you. So there he is, Frankenstein. I guess I'm all in on Universal Monsters. I know they've shown a few already that aren't out yet, but they plan to open or plan to put out. As usual, NECA killing it with the packaging. Very excited. Great accessories going on in here. We get the handcuffs, we get the flowers, we have multiple head sculpts. Kind of hard to get it all on camera, but there he is. Let's get him out of the way. And I'll tell you what, let's get this thing freaking open. I'm going to open it up off camera just so I can do a little bit quicker without trying to avoid knocking anything over. Because amazingly, we haven't knocked anything over yet today, which is a freaking rarity, as you are aware from watching over here. Let's get this guy out, see what he looks like. He is heavy. Excuse me. Definitely has some heft to him. They also have his arms like fed through the back. Oh, never mind. I see why. It's because they have the stupid little twisty ties. Nicholas, the twisty ties. You're a Danhausen fan. All right. I can actually say I was able to navigate the twisty ties relatively easily, and he is a big dude. Oh, and he's got all kind of cool play in the head sculpt. Check this out. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm already digging how you can do all this different stuff here with the attitude for the head. That is incredible. He looks down very far. Amazingly. He has the bolts in the neck. Looks up very well looking up. Maybe you can look up at a sentinel like that. But that freaking head sculpt looks great. Oh, my God. This is such a cool figure. Be careful. We know it's NECA, so the joints are going to be a little bit iffy. Needless to say, I'm not quite sure how much I want to screw around with this guy on camera as far as putting head sculpts on and off, because again, when it's NECA, you know you got to heat up the joints or else you're going to probably break something you like a whole lot. So, man, I can see why people were raving about this when it first came out. It's got our other two. Oh, there it goes. That's not going to sit too well on the moving pedals. There we go. All right. Let's get both our head sculpts out. Take a closer look at those. So many accessories. Here's one of the head sculpts. This is the kind of like laughing face. That looks really freaking good. Very pleased with how that looks right there. Maybe I'll try to do a swap. I don't know. Maybe I can get these to stay. There we go. That guy's going to stay there. And let's get this other head sculpt up here as well. It also comes with the flowers that I believe he gets or gives to the little girl in the movie. So many ideas. I know Lacerda Photo did some awesome pictures with this guy when he first got him. So definitely check out what Lacerda did. Very small pieces here. Be very, very careful. You do get, again, the little flowers here. They are separate pieces. Now, they're connected, but just be very careful because you can very, very, very easily drop those and lose those. Those are meant, obviously, to go in his hand. There's also a single flower here as well. Kind of small to get on camera. But you can see we get the dandelion, I guess it is, going on there. So that's pretty cool. And then we get these, which I think there's all sorts of things we can probably do, excuse me, with these shackles regarding our figures. I wish they were a little bit wider. I'm guessing you could probably pop these hands off and then they go on a little bit easier. So there are the shackles. And then we also do get the multiple hands, which I will take out of the box now because I'll then put them in a little baggie because I don't want to freaking lose them. So they look the same, though. I don't know what's going on with the hands here. Oh, I'm a liar. Actually, they're not the same. So I guess that two of them are kind of the closed, so you can actually put the flower in his hands. And then the other two are basically kind of the smaller open hands. Let's see here. I'll give you a closer look. So, yeah, they actually did a pretty good job with these hands. So they do grip relatively well, so you can really put that flower in there if you wanted to. So the hands, so many hands with this figure. That's how you know it's a good figure, because lots of hands and lots of heads, right? If you wanted a size comparison, let's get Frankenstein up there, and let's get nuts. Come on, let's get nuts. Here is my second Build-A-Bear. I did put that second one together after finding the clearance / drop back, rollback price to wave. You can see Frankenstein's big. I mean, granted, you have the bear kind of leaned forward because of the way the head sculpt is, but Frankenstein, like, he's bigger. That flat top puts him over the top. He's bigger than the Build-A-Bear, as you can see for sure right there. So he's a big lad, very big lad. He's got decent articulation for a NECA figure. It seems like that. I'm a little bit scared to bend him around too much, to be honest. I've been burnt too many times. But yeah, Four Feathers, I'm digging him, man. He looks really great. Stanley says, for anybody who wants the Walmart exclusive Spider-Man and Ajax, I'll be on the Walmart Collector Con around tomorrow or Friday. Very cool. I kind of forgot that was going on. That's right. We do that going on. Hey, Craig and Bush, what's going on? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by Live 705. Michael Keaton's Batman. Oof, man, I probably need one of those in my collection eventually. So that's how he is compared with our Build-A-Bear number 2. Let's see if I can sneak an Ash out of here without causing freaking anarchy. So again, these are both NECA figures. So theoretically speaking, I guess they should probably be considered the same scale. So if you want your Ash to fight, that is the Ash from the SDCC 2-pack. It came with his buddy after he got turned in Evil Dead. Very good 2-pack. Very good, very evil 2-pack. Very happy that came out. Well, Ursa ain't a werewolf, but I suppose a showdown would be awesome. I agree, K9. That's awesome, man. So there he is with Ash. I mentioned earlier the Ash movies. Freaking, if you haven't watched Ash versus Evil Dead on Stars, it's so freaking good. Oh my God, that really pulled me back in hard to all the Ash films. I have all those on Blu-ray. Watched them on Stars. It was so good. There's our Chucky. He could pretty much headbutt Frankenstein right in the, let's just call them the boys, if he wanted to. I hope he would take that hammer to him, of course. That'd be awful. But as you can see, Frankenstein is a beefy freaking figure. So very, very cool to have him in the collection. So yeah, that's what we got going on, everybody. So we're going to get ready to button up a little early tonight. I want to get cleaned up and ready for AEW. It is in Philadelphia tonight, if you didn't know. Good old Pennsylvania, where I am at. No, obviously I didn't get to go during the week with work. It's a little bit hard, but definitely looks freaking cool. Looking forward to watching it in Philly tonight. Hoping for some Philly chants that the fans might get into. But yeah, this is week 1 of FigureWeen. So we'll be opening up Halloween-themed horror figures every week for the next 3 weeks, heading into the big day for October 31st for that Halloween weekend. Hope you had fun tonight. I know I did. I've been sitting on these figures for a long time. Next week, we open there 2 Ghostbusters. Next week, we will open up, I believe it's Zombie Captain America from the What If wave. If you want to see how I got that Zombie What If figure, check out tomorrow night's toy hunt here on YouTube at Disavowed Action Figures. If you're new and you're watching this on the playback, give me a follow over at Instagram if you want daily toy hunt updates at Disavowed_12. Always trying to get news out to people as we go. Really enjoyed talking Halloween with everybody here tonight. Sorry I'm not feeling the best tonight. The throat's a little sore. I've got a bit of a cough. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Some AEW will make me feel 10 times better when I'm chilling in the recliner tonight. But with that said, let me know in the comments afterwards, everybody. Let me know what your thoughts are, what your favorite animated Halloween, either special or themed episode is. So it could be King of the Hill, it could be Family Guy, it could be Simpsons, it could be Beavis and Butthead, it could be the freaking Smurfs. I don't care. Whatever your favorite Halloween themed episode is. I think the X-Men animated series had a Halloween themed episode as well. I'm almost positive they did. So let me know in the comments what you think, guys, about that. Totally agree that Ash vs. Evil Dead was an amazing show. So pissed off we didn't get another season. Could have been so epic as it kind of went on to what was going on in the post-credit stinger in the 3rd movie in the series that they went into where Ash was in Army of Darkness. But what can I say? They dropped the ball a little bit there. So thanks again, everybody. Greatly appreciate you being here tonight. Hope you have a great week. Good luck on your toy hunts. Please leave a comment. Hit that like button. Check out the toy hunts that I have posted. New one coming out tomorrow night. Take care. Stay healthy. And I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs. It's going to be a great month of Halloween, everybody. Loving it. Bye, guys. See you at the pegs.